Okay, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. Let's continue where we stopped. So, before we go any further, I've had a couple of people have asked me in the last number of months, and most recently Plagued by War. Plagued by War wanted to see what build I have. So, I'm not an expert by any means. I'm not an expert on Elder Scrolls builds and all that, but from what I've researched and what I've found out, this seems to work best for me. It works both for dungeons, it works for trials as well, as you've seen, and in player versus engine PvE, it's basically God mode. I don't know about PvP because I've never played PvP and never had any interest in it. Have no desire whatsoever to take part in PvP. However, from the player duels that I've seen, I would roast a lot of people easily. I would overwhelm a lot of people easily in a one-on-one duel situation. I would overwhelm a lot of people easily. Okay, so let's look into this. So here's our character, right? We are a high elf sorcerer. Okay. Let's start with our equipment. And my build is actually it's complete in that I already have the items that I need, but it's not fully complete in that I've not fully upgraded all the items. So let's start with our armor. For the head, we have the Islambrist guise. Okay, it has the maximum magic enchantment, and the the trait is sturdy, which we want to change to, I want to change it. What's that trait again? Yes, I want to change this to infused. Okay. So this one adds 1058 maximum magicka. Then we have a golden robe of necropotence, again, infused. And then we have the Bogdan Night Flames Epaulets, divines. Then we have the innate axiom sash, divines. Then we have Magnus's bracer. This is the one piece of medium armor that we have, divines. And then we have breaches of necropotence, divines. I think I might want to change this to infused as well. Then we have Magnus's subalterns, divines. All right, now for our neck, we have a necklace of necropotence. If I can get a purple and a golden version, I will switch this one out, okay? Then we do have a ring of necropotence, blue. If I can get a purple or gold, I'll switch it out. Then we have a second purple ring of the same thing. They're all arcane to increase maximum magic, okay? As far as our weapons, we have the innate axiom lightning staff on both hands, and it's lightning sharpened to increase physical and spell penetration. Okay. Basically, I went for a build that maxes out magic as much as possible. As you can see, we have 57.1 because the more magic we have, the more damage our pets do and the more damage our staff attacks do. Now let's go into our skills. I'll show you what we have. We have dark magic on our front bar. Oh, no, rather, crystal fragments. All right, and we do have Inner Light. This one, we use it to increase our magicka and also increase our spell critical. We have the Twilight and the Volatile Familiar, and then we have Force Pulse, which does quite a ton of damage. For our ultimate, we have the Meteor. I don't have it there specifically for how much damage it does, because it doesn't do that much damage, but for the magicka, for the extra percentage in magicka that it gives us. Okay. Now over here we'll have our Hardened Ward 4, which is necessary. Then we have a Blockade of Storms. This is for crowd control. Twilight, Volatile Familiar, and we have Liquid Lightning as well, which is good for handling crowds. And then we have the Meteor again. Now as far as skills, what you want to do, I'll just tell you what passives I invested in. We have Unholy Knowledge to reduce the magicka and stamina cost of abilities. Persistence to increase the duration of dark magic abilities. exploitation, Daedric summoning. We basically took all the passives in Daedric summoning because they're all very useful. Storm calling, you can get all of these if you want, but you already saw what's on my bar, and we got all the passives in Storm calling. Dual wield, we put 2 into dual wield expert, and ruffian, which gives you a 15% damage bonus when attacking stun, mobilized, or disoriented targets. This is when you're using dual wield weapons, of course, like daggers or swords. We had that at some point in the past, but it doesn't affect this current build, so let's not talk about that. So destruction staff, we have force pulse. I think it's that this is the only force pulse and elemental blockade are the only ones that I've assigned to my bar, and we took all the passives. Restoration, no, I'm not using a restoration staff because the twilight heals for insane amounts. In my opinion, if you're not planning on being a healer in a group, you would not, at least the way it's working from, because I don't plan on being a healer in any group content. I find that the matriarch provides excellent healing, and it can also provide support healing to the healer in the group. If you're planning on being a healer, you'd want to get the restoration staff, all right? So light armor, we took all the passives in light armor. Take all the passives. You can go and read through these. They're very useful for magicka, all right? Medium armor, we took the first 3 passives because we have 1 piece of armor. Heavy armor, we took the first 3 passives again because we have 1 piece of heavy armor. We got the soul magic passives there. Mage's Guild, we have Meteor, which I have to morph, by the way. We're going to change this to Ice Comet. Increase the damage, deals cold damage, and reduces the movement speed of enemies. Hit. Shooting Star, you generate ultimate for each enemy hit by the initial blast. No, I don't think so. We'll go for Ice Comet. So we have Inner Light, Persuasive Will. Then we have Everlasting Magic. We have Magic Controller as well. Thieves Guild, no. Now, Undaunted is very important because the reason why we have 1 medium and 1 heavy armor is because of the Undaunted passives. All right. Now, Undaunted Metal, this increases your maximum health, stamina, and magicka by 2% per type of armor, heavy, medium, light, that you have equipped. So currently, this passive is increasing our maximum health, stamina, and magicka by 6%. That also goes a long way. Now, I think it was Mage's Guild. The passive, the reason why we have Ice Comet slotted as our ultimate is that it increases your maximum magicka and magicka recovery by 2% for each Mage's Guild ability slotted. So that's why we have that. These are all not useful in combat. But this is the build that we have currently, and when I do get enough money, I will upgrade all of these to golden items and I'll change the traits to the trait that I desire to have. Okay. Let me know if I went through it very fast. If I didn't do a good job explaining it, I can always make one video specifically dedicated to the build. You know, Ninja, I can go through every piece of it and show you. Okay. The royal lineage of Sentinel. Know, O beloved reader, that the lineage of our all-beneficent king is most royal, descending, as he does from High King Alzar Al, through King Jafar, thence Grandi Makala, who did marry the Grandeer Fanesh of Antiphilos, thus endowing the line with the Phylocid blood of meritorious Zizine. Wow. His Royal Majesty King Fahara'jad was the only issue of the ever-virtuous Makala and Fanesh. In good time, Fahara'jad, while yet a young prince, did take to wife Zarifah, the flower of Tanith, and she bore him 3 fine children. Alas, the flower of Tanith lost her life in giving birth to the 3rd child, and was mourned by all the Redguards of Himmerfell. Nonetheless, His Royal Majesty's ever-glorious descendancy is assured in the presence of his eldest daughter Mariah, the jewel of Satakalam, his second daughter Lakana, the Star of Al-Mandin, and the young Crown Prince Azar, the Lion of Antiphilus. So, Lakana is the Star of Al-Mandin. So, is she involved in all of this?
Sometimes a true knight must undertake a mission that requires reading books rather than slaying monsters. Such is what I asked of you. Did you learn anything in the library?
Well, Al-Mandin is Duchess Lakana herself.
I feared as much. We have to proceed carefully now. We don't want to alert the Duchess or King Fahara'jad to the fact that we know about the secret communications. I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to speak with the Duke about this. The fact that the Duchess is sending secret letters to her father is serious cause for concern. We need to know exactly what they're planning, though.
So what do you propose?
After speaking with King Fahara'jad's envoy, Duchess Lakana asked to go out and negotiate with the Redguard general herself. Clearly, we can't allow that. But the Duchess is refusing to let the envoy leave to deliver her message.
Well, I could deliver the message.
My thoughts exactly. And in so doing, you would win her confidence. You already helped get the envoy through the gates, so Lakana will be inclined to trust you. Go speak with her upstairs. Do whatever you must to learn her plans.
Okay.
Jarima told me you spoke to Sir Hughes about Dame Follett. Thank you. You don't know what a relief it is to have her here. I am an outsider in Alcaire Castle, with no one I can fully trust. Sometimes I even wonder if I can trust the Duke.
Why is that?
Because there have been several attempts made on my life, all from someone within these walls. An Alcaire poison intended for my lips killed one of my tasters just a few days ago.
So why would someone want to kill you?
There are many rivals for the throne in Alcaire. They despise the Covenant, and they would kill me to destroy it. My father has been trying to identify the assassins. I must speak with General Thoda at the camp outside, but I am forbidden.
Well, if you wish, I could, be your messenger.
Can I trust you? You did intercede on our behalf with Sir Hughes. Very well. But General Thoda will not expect you. You will need to get his attention. It may be difficult, but if you could best some of his warriors, he will want to see you.
Okay, we'll do that.
Thank you. Things are truly desperate when a daughter of King Fahara'jad must rely on the generosity of a stranger. But I do believe in you. The future of the Covenant, and my life, depends on you. Rupka, go with you, friend.
Okay, so one more thing I remembered about the build. As far as the attributes, we have everything, all 64 points in Magicka. Nothing else. As I remember stuff, I will put it out there. What's this? Letter from Duke Nathaniel. To His Royal Majesty Emmerich, High King of the Daggerfall Covenant. My dear brother, as always, there are several items of note, some related to the security of the kingdom and others of a more personal nature. Please read this privately, and I beg you to exercise discretion in discussing its contents with your advisors. Of utmost importance are matters related to security here in Alcaire, and unfortunately, though I have strong concerns, I do not have the convenience of a simple or even consistent element to which I might ascribe Alcaire's troubles of late. At the time of my last communication, there were only a few reports of these Vermina cultists, the supernal dreamers. Our shared hopes of this being a short-lived problem were not realized. It seems the cultists have grown even bolder, raiding outlying farms and even recruiting citizens to join their mad ranks. The Knights of the Flame have orders to arrest cult members on sight, but we await further instruction from you on how to deal with the threat that has now spread to other regions of Stormhaven. The Knights of the Flame continue to prove invaluable allies and staunch defenders of the realm. They have been instrumental in helping me address the cultist problem and in reacting to an attempt made on their Duchess's life by an Alcaire assassin. The leader of the Knights of Flame, one Sir Hughes, suggested that the order assume responsibility for security here at the castle, and I was relieved to agree. It has been a weight lifted off my shoulders. Lastly, and most personally, I wish to express my most sincere gratitude for the arrangement of my marriage to Princess Lakana. Though I feared our union of political necessity would be formal and awkward, nothing could be further from the truth. Our warmth and kindness have created an intimacy between us that I never dreamt possible. We both owe you a gratitude and our undying loyalty. Yours, Nathaniel. P.S. The tricks this Redguard women play in the bedchamber. Why didn't you warn me, you old dog? Okay. This is gonna be very easy.
This is a military camp, not fit for the likes of you. Be on your way, little one.
Well, I'm always up for a fight.
As am I. Watch and see a true warrior in action.
Let us dance, then. Well fought.
You should walk with more respect. You are in a camp full of soldiers who have been sitting still too long. Someone may decide to use you for sword practice.
Well, draw your blade and let's see how tough you really are.
Nothing would please me more. Let us dance, then. Not bad.
My sword arm has had little practice since coming to Stormhaven. You look like you might make good sport.
Okay, I could take you in a fight.
You think so? Then let's find out. Let us dance, then. Not bad.
Ha! Who is this little pipsqueak walking through our camp? Perhaps I turn you into a pincushion.
You want to fight?
Very well. We shall see who fights best.
Let us dance, then. Well fought.
You guys are all just cowards.
What have we here? You come strutting through our camp with such attitude. Perhaps someone needs to teach you a lesson.
Draw your blade, let's see how tough
Nothing
you are.
would please.
Let us dance, then. Not bad.
You don't look so dangerous. Yet you waltz into my camp and pick fights with my soldiers. Tell me why I should not simply cut off your head where you stand.
Because Duchess Lakana sent me.
The princess? She is all right then. That is good. King Fahara'jad sent me to protect her, but there is little I can do from out here. I do not wish to start a war, but I will if my king orders it. I await new orders even now.
Do you know who tried to poison her?
Ah, yes, indeed. The poison maker was quite stubborn, but he spoke a name with his dying breath. It means nothing to me, though. He said, Follett.
Well, Dame Follett is one of the Knights of the Flame.
She is. Then she is in the castle. Go then, quickly. Tell Lakana so that she may be prepared for this wench assassin. I cannot go in, so you must protect her.
Guess we'll go in.
It is a relief to see you returned. I fear I might have asked too much. Tell me, though, did General Thoda have any new insights into the source of these assassination attempts?
Well, Dame Fahara'jad purchased the poison.
What? The Knights of the Flame are sworn to protect me. Why would one try to take my life? I know Dame Fahara'jad spoke out against my marriage to the Duke, but I can't imagine how that could motivate her to murder. I hope Dame Fahara'jad was acting alone in this. If there is a wider conspiracy, I fear for what that might mean for our future.
Well, General Thoda suggested you leave the castle.
No, this will not do. To run would be to surrender to this madwoman's hatred. Follett is the one who must pay. Though I don't always agree with him, Sir Hughes is a good man, and I trust him. Tell him of Follett's betrayal. He will see justice served.
Okay, still here. I'll find him.
I can't believe my suspicions were so far from the truth. The assassin being a Breton only makes this situation more volatile. Please, tell Sir Hughes and ask him to resolve this matter swiftly.
So why is it more volatile?
Because it has greater potential for destroying the Daggerfall Covenant. My choice to go to my father for help rather than the Knights of the Flame only made matters worse. I'm sorry for that now.
But that's how you learned it was Dame Fahara'jad.
Indeed. But perhaps it would have been better if Sir Hughes had uncovered that truth. No time for regrets, though. We will do this properly now. Let Sir Hughes handle it. It is what's best for the Covenant.
I trust you've earned the Duchess' confidence by now. That's good. Have you been able to learn why she was conspiring with her father?
Yes, she feared for her life.
After the attempt on her life, that makes sense, but why go to her father? The Knights of the Flame are here to protect her. It makes no sense. Why would he send an army here? The assassin's poison came from Alcaire. The Duchess said so herself.
Yes, but it was Dame Fahara'jad who purchased the poison.
Dame Fahara'jad? Are you certain? That's a grave accusation. Of course she was opposed to the marriage. We'll have to question her, but sending a Knight of the Flame to apprehend her might not be wise.
I can do it.
I was hoping you might volunteer. That would help avoid a scene. Follett's home is north of the inn. If you'll go there first, I'll get some of my men and come as backup.
Let's go find out. Looks like she's gonna fight from the get-go.
If this is what it's come down to, then so be it.
Really? Everything is empty.
Where's Follett? Did she run?
No, she attacked, so I killed her.
I'm sorry to hear that. You did what had to be done, and I suppose her reaction merely proves her guilt. I wish I could say there was no longer cause for concern. Somehow, though, I just don't think that's the case. Something about all this just isn't adding up.
Yeah, I agree. It's hard to believe that she was acting alone.
Indeed. I would very much like to discuss this with you further, but not inside the castle. My home is past the market. If you'll give me a moment to settle matters here and check on the Duchess, I'll meet you there and we can talk.
Okay. Let's take a break. We'll be right back with more Elder Scrolls Online.